As Nick makes his move, Brooke gives Ridge one last chance. Plus, Lee drops a major clue about Luna. Liam's recovery continues to be the hot topic at the Forrester Creations offices, with Ridge, Brooke, and Eric reveling in the miracle that has taken place. Anybody else find it odd that everyone on the canvas now knows about Liam's recovery, yet we never saw any of them being told he has cancer? Eric makes a none-too-subtle speech about life being too short, and then shows a Brooke-centric video, created by Will, focused on the company's connection to Italy. With the trip to Italy back on, Brooke mentions that she's thinking of inviting Brooke. Ridge, apparently believing he's in charge of who can and cannot visit the country, says his rival's not invited. Once alone with Eric, Ridge refers to Nick as someone who is arrogant, self-centered, takes advantage of every possible situation, including Brooke. Amazingly, he does this without a single trace of irony. Ridge correctly suggests that Eric wants his son to dump Taylor and reunite with Ridge. Eric suggests that if Ridge isn't careful, Nick will steal Brooke right out from under him. Sure, Eric likes Taylor, but he knows that Ridge's true love is Brooke. Ridge says Brooke wouldn't fall for Nick because he's fake and full of false bravado. But it's pretty clear that Ridge fears that's exactly what will happen. When Ridge says Nick isn't the man for her, Brooke counters that he's right, because he is the right man for her. She remembered that time he returned, and she spotted him at the top of the water staircase, and the time he saw her through the keyhole in Italy. She then says the truest words ever uttered. This is ridiculous. Why is this happening? We're too old for this. Nick arrives at the design office to visit Brooke. They soon wind up reminiscing, and he suggests that she needs a man who is devoted to only her, which is most certainly not, in his opinion, Ridge. Nick says that when he returned to Los Angeles, it was to see her. There's a nice mention of his mom, Jackie, but the main topic of conversation is Ridge and the fact he's simply not the right guy for her. Nick says he's thinking clearly and knows how he feels. Come to Naples with me, he says. Let me show you the Naples I know. He wants to take her to shipyards. Building a boat is like writing a love letter with your hand. It's slow, delicate, very intricate, and each brush of varnish is like following the curves of your lover's back. Brooke says she never thought of it like that, and, I mean, who has? Nick says he's having a cruiser built, and wants to take her out on the water to see her beautiful skin being kissed by the warmth of the sunlight. He adds to this temptation by suggesting, I might even let you wear my captain's hat. Alone in the design office, he calls Italy to check on his project, then looks at a picture of Brooke and flashes back to their wedding. Will Ridge accept Brooke's offer? Brooke goes back to the main office and talks to Ridge, saying this trip won't be the same as the past. She says it might be better if Nick was there. When Ridge bristles, she points out, Taylor lurks around wherever you go. Why can't I have somebody? She adds that he's engaged, and it's not right for him to suggest she can't have someone in her life. Of course, Ridge tries to say he'd be okay with her having someone in his life, just not, Nick. Brooke reminds her ex that this is all because Ridge wrongly felt betrayed when she became CEO. It was all a misunderstanding, she says. Despite him hurting her by running off to start a life with Taylor, she is willing to forgive him. This is the last chance, she warns. If we can't do this, I'm just going to bring Nick to Italy with me. She begs him, literally, to come home to her. Is he keeping a very big secret? Deacon finds Sheila seated with her 8-toed foot propped up working on inventory. Before long, Lee swings by for no discernible reason, and talk turns to Luna. Deacon is rightly gobsmacked as the grandmas try to defend Luna's actions. He points out that the girl killed 2 people, then got a miraculous second chance only to take hostages and shoot 2. Lee makes it clear that she blames everything on Penelope and her poor mothering skills. If not for Poppy, Luna would have had a happy life. Sheila is amazed that she and Lee are bonding over Luna. They're all focused on Liam's recovery, and they don't even mention Luna, complains Sheila. Lee says that there won't be a service for Luna, as it's already happened. Gee, you mean the way there was no service for Finn, who wasn't actually dead? Sheila wishes she'd known, so that she could have said farewell to her grandchild.